Yes, good morning, class. Today we will start with another topic of stability analysis, that is frequency response analysis with the help of Bode plots, right? So Bode plot is another technique to check the stability of the system, as like Routh-Hurwitz criteria, root locus criteria. In that we will be checking the stability of the system. In this also we will check the stability of the system. So what actually Bode plot means? Okay. So we know the pole and zeros of the transfer function. Poles are So we know the pole and zeros of the transfer function. Yeah, poles are lying on the denominator side, and that zeros are on the numerator side. So what is this transfer function? A transfer function we can define as a transfer function. It is defined as the ratio of the Laplace transform of output to the Laplace transform of the input, with all the initial conditions are made to be zero, right? Then the transfer function is defined as only for the linear time variant systems. So transfer function, they are defined for the linear time invariant systems. What are the considerations for deriving this transfer function? So transfer function can usually be expressed as the ratio of two polynomials in the complex variables. Yes, it can be defined as the locus of these complex variables. Now, what is this factorization? Means how the transfer function will be looking at. Transfer function can be factored in the following form. What is this form? G of s equals to k in bracket s plus z1, s plus z2, s plus zm. So in case of numerators, these are your zeros. So in this case, zeros will be minus z1, minus z2 up to minus zm, divided by s plus p1, s plus p2 up to s plus pn. In this case, what are your p? These are your poles, and z, these are your zeros. The root of the numerator polynomials are called as zeros. Yes, keep that in mind. The root of the numerator polynomial are called as zeros. And the roots of the denominator polynomial that are called as poles. So for example, pole zero mapping of the S plane. So this is a general example. You are given the following transfer function. Shown the pole and zeros in the S plane. G of s equals to s plus 8 divided s plus 14 divided by s plus 4, s plus 10. In this numerical, we are having two zeros and then three poles. So one 0 is at minus 8, another 0 is at minus 14, and then another pole is at 0. One pole is at minus 4 and another pole is at minus 10. So this is pole 0 mapping of the S plane. So S plane in the figure, if we are showing that the J axis, Y axis is called as your imaginary axis, X axis, that is real axis. This is your origin, and these are your pole 0 mappings, right? So pole 0 mapping in the S plane is shown in this figure. So the pole zeros of the Bode plot, right? We are seeing for the Bode plots. What is its characterization? Consider the transfer function of the previous slides. This transfer function. Okay, this we have to consider. So we note that we have four different types of term in the previous general form. So this is a generalized form, that is KB 1 by S, 1 by S by P plus 1, S by Z plus 1. So this is the generalized form when the transfer function is given in S domain. So we have to calculate that transfer function in the Z domain. So for calculating Z domain, replace all the S with J omega. So what will be my transfer function? G of S will become G of J omega. So KB S divided by Z plus 1, it was there. So S would be replaced with J omega divided by Z plus 1. And in denominator, with the term S, it will be replaced with J omega. And in bracket, S by P plus 1, it was there. So replace S with J omega. So J omega by P plus 1. So for calculating first step in the Bode plot is that we have to find out the 20 log K line. We have to plot it. Okay. So all these Bode plots, they are drawn in the semi-log paper. It is they are not drawn in the graph pages. So Bode plot, they are drawn in the semi-log pages. So for this, the first step is that to calculate 20 log of G omega line, that is 20 log of KB plus 20 log of J omega by Z plus 1 minus 20 log of J omega minus 20 log of J omega by P plus 1. So in this transfer function, first of all, I will calculate the 20 log of J omega by Z plus 1 line of the numerator, and then subtract it with denominator line, that is 20 log of J omega minus 20 log of J omega by P plus 1. Okay. So in upcoming class, we will see actual numericals. First of all, we should know the basic of the Bode plots. So in these slides, we are seeing the basic terminologies or steps to calculate the Bode plot with the following instructions. So we have 4 distinct terms to be considered. What is this mechanics or steps to calculate? First of all, 20 log of KB, then 20 log of J omega by Z plus 1, that is numerator side, and then coming to denominator. So in this case, numerator terms, they are denoted with positive sign. You have seen, see, 20 log of KB. KB was in numerator, that's why I have taken positive sign. Also JW by Z plus 1, it is in numerator, that is 0. So I have taken 20 log of mod of J omega by Z plus 1. But while coming to the denominator side, so denominator side, they are marked with the minus sign, that is minus 20 log of J omega. This was one pole at origin, that is minus 20 log of J omega. Again another pole is minus 20 log of J omega by P plus 1. Yes. So your Bode plot, that is semi-log paper, will look like this. If you ask a semi-log paper in the stationery shop, they will give you semi-log paper. Why? Because this Bode plot is already drawn on this semi-log paper, but not on the graph pages. Yes. So your semi-log paper like this. They are having markings, previously done markings on this. You need not draw any scales on this. It is already marked. So what is this mechanics? The gain term, that is 20 log of KB. KB was your gain. So the gain term 20 log of KB is just so many dB as this straight line on the Bode paper, that is semi-log paper, independent of the omega, that is radian frequency. So the term minus 20 log of J omega, that is your pole at origin, will be equal to minus 20 log of omega when plotted on the semi-log paper. It is a straight line sloping at minus 20 dB per decade. It has a magnitude of 0 at omega equals to minus 1. Means, yes, you keep that in mind. If any pole at origin occurs in your transfer function, means single S term. Pole at origin means denominator side if you are having S. So my Bode plot will go with this straight line of minus 20 per decade. So when pole comes, my slope will increase with minus 20, and then minus 20. If I am having one pole at origin, then slope will be drawn at minus 20 dB per decade. Again, if in case there is again another pole, then previously it was minus 20, Now add again minus 20 in that, means minus 20 means minus 40. So when two poles will be present in your transfer function, then my slope will be going with minus 40 dB per decade. So for one pole at origin, it will go with minus 20 dB per decade, and with two poles, it will go with minus 40 dB per decade, and so on. This was in the case of when it will be having poles. But if in case in my transfer function there is zero also, so the slope will go with plus 20 dB per decade. Keep that in mind. Please note that when pole is there, my slope will go with minus 20 dB per decade, and so on. Means one pole will be there. If in case there would be one pole, then minus 20 dB per decade. If two poles, then minus 20 and then minus 20, means minus 40 dB. Again, third pole is there, then minus 60. So minus 20, minus 20, minus 20, minus 60 degree. This was in the case of poles. But if in case it will be zeros, so it will go with plus 20. So minus 20 is line sloping downwards, plus 20 line, plus 20 dB per decade line will go in upward direction. So for zeros, my graph will go with plus 20 dB per decade line in upward direction. And for the pole side, it will go with downward direction, that is minus 20 dB per decade, as shown in the figure. There is one pole at origin, that's why the slope of the line as shown with the red line, it is going with minus 20 dB per decade. So the mechanic is that the term minus 20 log of j omega by p plus 1, it is drawn with the following approximations. These are your approximation. If the poles are greater than omega, omega is your corner frequency. Yes, we use the approximation that is minus 20 log of j omega by p plus 1 equals to 0 dB, a flat line on the body. Yes, but when the omega, that is corner frequency, it is greater than p, that is pole, we use the approximations minus 20 log of omega by p, which slopes that minus 20 dB per decade line starting at omega equals to p. This is just a basic example. While solving again more numericals of the Bode plot, we will actually get understand or used to with drawing with Bode plots. This is your introductory class for Bode plot, right? So just basic you should know while drawing the Bode plots. In upcoming class, we will see actual how Bode plots is drawn on the page. Yes. So again, another mechanics. This is in the case of zeros. I have just now said that if zeros are there in my transfer function, my slope will go with plus 20 dB per decade line. Yes. So if a pole zero exists in your system, then my slope will go in upward direction, as shown in the figure. Yes, with plus 20 dB per decade. If there would be two zeros, then plus 20 and then again plus 20 means plus 40 dB. Are you understanding? So for example, just now see, if the given transfer function is there, that is g of j omega. G of j omega, it is given as 50,000 in bracket j omega plus 10, and in denominator I am having j omega plus 1, and in another bracket I am having j omega plus 500. This is your transfer function. I have to calculate the Bode plot for this transfer function. So what is your first step? First, always get the pole zeros in the form such that constants are associated with the j omega term. So we have to first make it into standard form with the pole 0. So for in the numerator side, I am having 50,000 in bracket j omega plus 10. So I have to make, I will take 500 common because 1 plus j omega, it is in standard form, but j omega plus 500, it is not in standard form. That's why I will take 500 common from the denominator side, and then I will get multiply. In numerator, I will be taking 10 common. Why? Because it is not in standard form. So 10 from the numerator and 500 from the denominator. By simplifying, I will get 100 j omega by 10 j omega by 10 plus 1. Because what is the standard form? Standard form would be j omega plus 1, but there is j omega plus 10. So I will take 10 common from the numerator. So what will be my transfer function? 5000 j omega by 10 plus 1. Now it is in standard form, and in denominator form, this is in standard form j omega plus 1. It is in standard form. But j omega by 500 is not in standard form. So I will take 500 common from here. So 500 j omega by 500 plus 1. So by simplifying, what I will be getting? 100 j omega by 10 plus 1, and in denominator j omega plus 1, j omega by 500 plus 1. Now it is in standard form. So what is your second step? When you have either pole or zeros at 0, start the Bode plot with 20 log of k. So in this case, what is my k? So k will be 100 in standard form. K, that is your gain k, it will be 100. So 20 log of 100, what it will be coming? 20 log of 100, do it in calci, it will be coming 40 dB per 40 dB. So I have to mark this 40 dB of line from 0, 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40, that horizontal line. So we will see in upcoming slides. So first of all, I have to calculate the 20 log of 100 line. So it is coming 40 dB. So first step is over. 40 dB line I have got it. Now what is the next step? The observer observe the order which pole 0 occurs. This is the secret of being the quickly. Now sketch the Bode plot. In this example, we first So in this example, we first have pole occurring at 1. Yes, pole is there, and in the numerator side, it is occurring at 1, which causes the Bode plot to break with this slope with minus 20. I have just now told you that if pole exists in your system, then my graph will go with minus 20 dB per decade. Yes. And next we see a 0. After 1, what is coming? See now. So in this graph, in this example, now see what is in how we will map the pole 0. I can say that pole is 1. Again another at 100, and then again 1 0 is, so pole and then 0, and then again one pole is coming. So I have told you, if one pole exists, then my slope will go with minus 20 dB line. After that pole, I am having 1 0 at 10. Yes, I am having 0 at 10. So after 1, my graph will go with, there was minus 20 first of all, and then as soon as the 0 is coming, my graph will go with plus 20. So minus 20 and then plus 20, it will be 0. Now my graph is at 0. After that 0, what is there? Again one pole is there at 500. So my slope will go with now minus 20 degree. Why? Because I am having alternate. First of all, I am having one pole, then one 0, and then one pole. So minus 20 first of all, then minus 20 plus 20 0, and then from 0 again minus 20, it is coming at pole. Now we are ready to draw the Bode plot. As we know the pole 0 mapping, now we can draw the Bode plot. But before we can draw the Bode plot, we should observe the range over which the transfer function has active poles and zeros. This determines the scale we pick from omega per radian second. That is, first of all, we have to mark one horizontal line at the bottom of your semi-log paper, and that line, it is called as omega line. And extreme left hand side of your semi-log paper, I have to draw one vertical line. That line is called as dB line or degree line. dB, that is decibel line or degree line. So vertical line, it is dB line, and then horizontal line, it is omega line, that is radian per second line. So this determines the scale we pick from radian per second. The dB scale depends upon the magnitude of the plot and experience the best that will teach here the Bode plot. So now the Bode plot of our example was 100 g of j omega equals to 100 in bracket 1 plus j omega by 10 divided by 1 plus j omega by 1 plus 1 plus j omega by 500. So how the Bode plot of our example will look like? Now see, I know the pole 0 mapping also. So first of all, see, as shown in the figure, now this exactly your Bode plot will look like. That is semi-log paper. On the x-axis on the bottom side, I have marked the frequency. So in all numericals, you have to mark this frequency in this way only, starting with 0.1, not 0, 0.1, then 1, 10, 100, and then 1000. Take these readings only, and on y-axis see. First of all, in this case, in Bode plot, I am having two plots. In single semi-log paper, I will be drawing the two plots, that is magnitude plot and then phase plot. So upper half of the semi-log paper, I have to draw the magnitude plot. So for magnitude plot, I have to first make the reference of 0 dB line. So above 0, there will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These are all in dB, that is decibel. For magnitude plot, I will be needing the decibel, half portion of this. And bottom side, I will draw the phase plot. So for phase, I will be required with degrees, that is 0, 30, 60, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, like this. So in phase plot, I will be dealing with the degrees, and in magnitude plot, I will be dealing with decibel. So 0. First of all, I have to mark the 0 dB line. So 20 log of k, I have marked how much it is coming. 20 log of k, that is 20 log of 100, means 40 dB. So horizontally, I have to draw the 20 log of k line, that is 40 dB line, horizontally above the 0 dB. So in this case, this is your 20 log k line, which is as shown here. So after that, I said one pole was there. So this is minus 20 dB line slope. As one pole is there in my numerical, so my slope will go with minus 20 dB. Yes. After that pole, there is one 0 at 10. So minus 20 plus 20, it will be 0. That's why this line is become again 0. That is horizontal. Are you getting? So this line which I am circling, this line is of 0. 0 at 10. And this line was for one pole at origin. Now again after 1 0, there is again one pole at 500. So 0 and then minus 20. So again, my slope will go with minus 20 dB per decade line. So have you understood the phase plot? How to calculate the phase plot of the given transfer function? First of all, transfer function, it is made into standard form or also in j omega form. What is the standard form? Standard form means it should deal with 1 plus j omega by 10, 1 plus s, 1 plus s. This is your standard form. 1 plus sz1, sz2 like this. And in denominator, 1 plus p1, 1 plus p2 like that. There should be in the form of 1 plus. Yes? So first of all, I have to draw the k line, that is 20 log of k. So I have drawn with that, and then with pole zero mapping, I have done the mapping of your pole zero. Yes, we can draw this Bode plot as like as root locus. We can draw the root locus and this Bode plot in your MATLAB, that is Matrix Laboratory. So what is the function for drawing the Bode plot? See the instruction. We can use the MATLAB to run the frequency response for the examples. We can place the transfer function in the form as 5000 in bracket s plus 10 divided by s plus 1 and s plus 500. So what will be my MATLAB program for this? So I have to identify the numerator. So numerator equals to num. Num means numerator, N-U-M, equals to, in square bracket, I have to write 5000 and then 50,000. And I have to give the semicolon there. If I will not give that semicolon, that plot will not be plotted. Num means numerator and then denominator. What denominator I am having? 1. That is s square plus 501s plus 500. Yes. So 5000s plus 50,000 divided by s square plus 501s plus 500. So denominator I have to give its coefficient. So s square coefficient is 1, s coefficient is 501, and then 500 constant. So square bracket complete with semicolon. And what is the for instruction to draw the Bode plot is that Bode in round bracket num comma denominator. As soon as this instruction is given in the MATLAB will draw the Bode plot with the instruction Bode num comma den. Num means numerator, comma den means denominator. So Bode plot will be drawn in your MATLAB. If you are having MATLAB right now, you can try it with your own. Just define num equals to some numbers and then den equals to some numbers with spacing provided. Okay, and then you can give the instruction to MATLAB, that is Bode in bracket num comma den. As like Bode, I can draw the root locus also. So root locus for numerator and denominator, the function will be r locus in bracket num comma den. R locus means this is the instruction for MATLAB, r locus. And for Bode plot, I have to simply give Bode in bracket num comma den. In the following slides, the resulting magnitude and the phase plots exact as shown in the light color blue. See, this is your Bode plot with the MATLAB software. So what we have drawn in our textbooks or in our notebook, so same plot can be drawn with the MATLAB. They will give the sinusoidal waves. We have drawn the square wave, but in MATLAB they will give the sinusoidal wave. So Bode for g of j omega equals to 100 in bracket 1 plus j omega by 10, and the denominator 1 plus j omega by j omega, 1 plus j omega by 500. So in x-axis we are having the frequency in radian per second, and on y-axis I am having a phase or the magnitude in dB. So red line shows what we have drawn, the Bode plot in the as per the text, and as per the MATLAB with blue line, the Bode plot is drawn. Yes. So what are the comment? Generally, the phase plot of the Bode plot, it is not an easy to draw, approximate the magnitude. In this course, we will use the analytical method for determining the phase. Yes, what are the illustrations for this? Consider a transfer function or the previous example. That is, this is angle condition, angle of g omega. So what I can write? For zeros, I have to just take tan inverse of omega by 10 for previously example. For zeros, I have to take plus tan inverse of omega 10. But for poles, I have to take minus tan inverse. So that's why minus tan inverse omega by 1. My one pole was at 1, and then again another pole was at 500, and my 0 was at 10. So that's why for 0 term, I will be taking tan inverse omega by 10. Why this minus sign is there? Because I have just now told you for poles, I will be taking minus tan inverse. So that's why minus tan inverse omega by 1 minus tan inverse omega by 500. We are essentially taking the angle of each poles and zeros, each of these as expressed as tan inverse of how I have expressed this. So tan inverse of what is my j part divided by your real part. Are you getting? Tan inverse of what is my j part divided by my real part in the example here. Usually about 10 to 15 calculations are sufficient to determine the good idea of happening the phase plots. So omega value can be varied from 0 up to your last corner frequency. Say for example, I am having the corner frequencies of 1, 10 and then 500. So I will not take only 3 omegas for plotting this. So as many as number of samples I will be taking for calculation of Bode plot, my Bode plot will be exact. So more samples means not 100 and all. If I am having 3 corner frequencies, then I should take minimum 10 samples to draw the Bode plot. So how I will take the samples of omega if I am having the corner frequencies of 1, 10 and then 500. So see how I will be taking the omegas. So first omega I will take before 1, means I will be taking 0.5. 0.5, then 1, then 5, then 10. After 10 I am having direct 500. So I will not take the sample of 500 directly. I will take before 500 and after 500 some samples. So before 500 I can take 100, 200, 300, 400, then 500, and also after 500 I have to take some samples, means 600 and 700. Yes, that's it. 10 samples I have to take by varying the omega so as to get the good Bode plot of phase response. So while solving exactly, we can understand how the Bode plot is drawn. So this is your next example. So in upcoming class, in tomorrow's class, we will see actually the Bode plot, how to draw with its calculation and all the terms related to Bode plot. Today's class was just the introduction about the Bode plot. So in tomorrow's class, we will take the examples of the university pattern and we'll try to draw the Bode plot. Yes, that's it for today. If you are having any doubts, you can ask. No doubts? Okay, then mark your attendance link which is provided in the chat box. So we will meet tomorrow with more examples of the Bode plot. Till then, have a nice day. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you, class.